Good morning, you guys. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Makes me feel so good. All right, I want to first start off by talking about last night's Vanderpump Season 10 reunion, Part 1, and then we'll get to Tom's secret and my caveats surrounding it. So the reunion was kind of a lie. The first 20 minutes of the reunion last night, Part 1, was really hard for me to watch because you guys, like me, know so much, and it just was lie after lie after lie, and Tom Sandoval is totally manipulating what Tom Schwartz and Rachel is going to say in Part 2, and knowing this, I'm like just eye-rolling the whole, first 20 or 30 minutes of that Part 1 reunion of Vanderpump Rules Season 10. Because let's face it, by now we know that Raquel and Tom Sandoval were hooking up a lot more than they admitted to on the reunion, and long before what they admitted to on the reunion. And Tom Schwartz knew long before he admitted to at the reunion. So it was like just, listening to a bunch of BS. It was entertaining, though, watching James Kennedy's reactions to things. I appreciated Lala Kent's quick wit. And, of course, her coming for Lisa Vanderpump. It's really hard to do. And she's brave. Let's just say that. So it's impressive. And then it was interesting to see Katie Maloney get jealous of Lala Kent's new relationship with Sheena Shea, which seems to be really thick as thieves, because I got a house next to Sheena Shea's in Palm Springs, so they're going to be doing play dates and all this stuff, and Katie doesn't have a baby, so she's like the odd man out. They don't have things in common as much as they used to, her and Lala, but they have history. So I think Katie's feeling a little left out. They're kind of in different stages at the moment with things, and so that's got to be tough for Katie. I have a source that's coming on that knew Raquel Leviss in the pageant circuit and used to book her modeling jobs and knows her family. And I want to get insight from her as to why Raquel Leviss's reactions to things are so strange. Because obviously, ever since she liked that post that other beauty queen admitted she had Asperger's, she was functioning with Asperger's, it's made me wonder if, Raquel has something like she's dealing with like that, because her reactions are so strange. And also, it makes me wonder too, as I said in my last video, could it be also this adoption thing, which can destroy how people react to things properly, makes them almost with sociopathic tendencies. I played that theory out already, but I really want to get to the bottom of this. And this woman has a unique insight in what she was like before the show, what's true, what's false. Anyway, that's going to come up in the Patreon, not this Sunday, but the following Sunday. I'm doing Maddie Healy deep dive this Sunday. Wow, that was a freaking treasure hunt. In order for you to understand the deeper meaning of this video, and there is one, I have to tell you a story about someone who recently passed away. So I would like to just give people a warning that I am going to be talking about something like that. And if that's upsetting to you, you might want to cut to forget the story and get to the end to understand why I'm telling the story, and then maybe go back and listen to it so you can get the big picture. Because as you guys know with me, there's always a big picture. So it's not just about talking SHIT about someone, or, I'm trying to do the deeper look. And today is no different. Okay, so now let's get into Tom Sandoval's deep, dark secret. So this is Ali Rafiq. And Ali was Tom Sandoval's childhood friend. He died on May 19th. He was found by his family, his mom specifically. He had, what she believed happened is that he fell down for some reason and hit his head on something. The cause of death was organ failure. He was only 41 years old. Ali was buried on Saturday because of his religion. They believe in burying the dead very quickly after they pass. So they did a burial ceremony for him in his religious tradition of Muslim, and he was buried on Saturday. Tom Sandoval wrote this under his post to Ali. The love I have for you is way beyond words. I will carry you forever in my heart, always cherishing the beautiful memories, uncontrollable laughter, and epic experiences we had together. You were my best friend, my brother. I'll catch you on the next sunrise, 5 minute, 5 hour, 5 or 500. Ariana also posted tributes to Ali on her Instagram feed. She wrote, I keep wanting to text you. It feels like this can't even be real. We were just planning your trip to LA, talking about our futures and all the things we were looking forward to. I miss our talks about life. I miss sending each other cat memes. I miss geeking out over food or DJ videos. I miss you bringing your turntables over. I miss us both wanting to go home but still staying out and having fun. I miss cut, copy, and Chromeo songs. I miss you at Ali Rafiq. And while you won't be seeing this, I'm hoping somehow this makes it to you. I love you always and forever. I'm grateful for the moments we spent together and for the love and friendship you showed me over the last 10 years. You are so loved and you are so missed. I'm proud to be able to say I know Ali the Great because you are and will always be the greatest. Ali was a photographer, but he also loved barbecue. He had a whole site dedicated to barbecue, Alibaba. And he loved sports too. Anyway, all of St. Louis, Missouri was upset because he was such a character, Ali. And you can see here in the title, photographer and cinematographer dies from organ failure. Community mourns his death. Now you might be saying at this point, but Dana, what is the secret? We've heard that Ali passed away. It's been in the tabloids. Well, what is the secret is that Ali Rafiq had a huge falling out with Tom Sandoval when he went to town with Rachel, aka Raquel, and cut him off. Yeah. I was actually talking to Ali last week to try to get him on my show to tell his story about what happened between Tom Sandoval and him and the end of their friendship, which devastated him. And he believed, just so you know, that Tom was a narcissist. This is exact words. And he also was excited to see Ariana after she got away from Tom Sandoval in her new place in LA, because he was really hoping she was hurrying up and finding a place to go and wasn't going to stay in the toxic environment of the house with Tom Sandoval together, and was dying for her to get out so he could come visit her, even though this is Tom Sandoval's friend. I believe it was Ali who told Ariana that Tom was coaching Raquel, the whole time. This whole time that the show was shooting, the reunion, the press after it came out, everything. And I mean, I knew Ariana knew that from her own experience of interacting with Tom Sandoval, because she mentioned tonight on the reunion that, he had done that to her during the Christian Doty thing from years ago. But Ali also felt and told stories, Tom Sandoval being upset that Raquel wasn't doing, what he wanted her to do. I think he smashed his phone or something. Anyway, I was trying to get him to come on the show and tell the story. And Ali was like, you've got to talk to my publicist. And, he wanted a fee. I don't generally pay fees, obviously. But we were chatting. And he was, very funny. He's like a no-nonsense guy, cut through the crap kind of dude. See, Ali had a few social media accounts, and this was one of them, Ali Babak. And I wrote him, hi, this was on May 8th. So, and then he's like, who's this? I wrote, hi, my name is Dana. Are you friends with Tom Sandoval? By the way, even if you're not, I want to eat your feed, because he has like food all over it. And he wrote, who is this? And then he wrote, I was friends with Tom for 26 years, but then I had to cut him off. The last time I heard back from him was Monday, 10:44 p.m. So just 4 days before he passed away. And I was like, I don't know if I can pay. I don't pay people. And he kind of came back a little curt with me. And so then I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. Like, and then he was like, no, I don't get upset. And I was like, okay, cool. And then we left it at that. And that was Monday. So another influencer had a big conversation with him about Tom Sandoval about 2 weeks ago, or I think it was 2.5 weeks ago now. And I believe her name was Bravo Babe. And she is hot, turns out. And Ali thought she was very good looking, so he was chatting her up on her DMs. He went on to tell her that he used to be Stab Museal's photographer for the last few years, and his grandson was close friends of Ali. He mentions that although he's cut Tom Sandoval off, he's still very close with Ariana and cares deeply for her. He said, I'm sort of over it, meaning the Tom Sandoval drama, and I want to have it be done with. I have another buddy I grew up with who actually found Tom's house. And then he says, Ariana needs to move on so that I can visit her, basically, and not deal with all the static, he says. So here's what initiated the fight. Adam, Ambrose, Tom's, or Guy. Basically, Rachel had an interview with production and said things to contradict the storyline. Tom was up until 8 a.m., threw his phone and broke it. He couldn't figure out his Apple ID and was using my phone. I have a ton of stuff, but it's a lot for, I think he says, Instagram. So after Tom Sandoval breaks Ali's phone in a fit of rage because Rachel hadn't done his bidding, Tom says this to Ali. Ali, hey man, I'm really sorry for the way I've been. My world is crumbling. I'm sorry for taking your phone. I'm in a delicate state right now, and I have been on the verge of crying or fighting. I hate that I hurt you. I would love to shut the fuck up and talk about what you're going through if you would allow me. I love you and I'm sorry. So he's going through something, and Tom is like being obviously selfish. And then Ali says, done, don't call me for the rest of the trip because he's home. Line in the sand has been crossed. Real talk. Be safe. I will not respond moving forward. So don't text me, period. And then Tom came back. I've never been through this before, man. It's torturing me into a self-absorbed fuckhead. Sorry about, and we don't see the rest. And then Ali says, this is when I cut him off. So he just like blanked him after that. But then this is said. Hey, so you know I've absolutely zero respect for you. I don't like you. I think you are dumb as fuck. True. You have no purpose in life. You are empty. You need to fill a hole, and you've done that with random DICK. You and Tom, F yourselves equally. You are gutter trash. If you text me, I'm going full force on everything. Have a good life, you dumb slut. That's what he writes to Rachel, because Rachel tries to be like the middleman between him and Tom. Anyway, she keeps trying. She says, Tom wants me to text you and let you know he loves you. He's literally sitting here crying and super upset. And again, he's not told me anything. He just said, will you please let him know I love him? And he wrote back, Ali said about Tom crying, I don't care. His mom wants him to come home. He lied to her about who he was meeting. No lie, homie. I don't give an absolute shit about how he's feeling right now. Tom is a selfish, narcissistic person. Bro, I talk to him. 1, when he needs something. 2, when he comes into town. He arrives and I get effing, and goes on about, Tom dumping his problems all over Ali, right? When he comes to town and not caring about Ali. So why do I share this with you? By the way, this has been out in the public sphere for a few weeks now, but I tend to capture things and sit on them and think about them, and then things play out and they become more important, let's say. Why I wanted to share this with you is because I found it very meaningful that Tom Sandoval's childhood friend felt more for Ariana at the end than Tom Sandoval, and literally felt that Tom Sandoval was completely selfish in his friendship with him. I also think it's incredible that if Ali was sick in some way or something was going on with his health, that Tom in those messages seems to allude that he knows something about it, but he's so self-absorbed with this whole situation that he doesn't address it with his good friend. And then fast forward 2 weeks, his friend passes away from organ failure. I don't know what causes organ failure, but obviously whatever Ali was sick with or whatever was going on that caused that, he needed his friends. And Ariana was so there. You can see from her post what he's talking about. I want to go see Ariana. Ariana says in her tribute, we were planning the trip. But where's Tom? So am I being cruel in this video by covering this? Probably. But I think my intention was, Ali was really hurt at this time. And I felt like it was the last few messages that he reached out to people with. Like, that's how much it bothered him. Like, he was angry. I have no doubt that he loved Tom Sandoval anyway. And Tom will never, ever have a chance to make amends with Ali. And the secret is actually none of what I've said so far, although some of you will consider that a secret. The secret is that Tom Sandoval's heart at this point is more broken than any person can ever understand, and it has nothing to do with Ariana or Raquel at this point. It has to do with Ali, because he never got to say he was sorry properly with him and make amends. Well, I just want to say Ali did trigger a really beautiful thing inside of me in all of this, because in covering it, I said, I never want to take for granted my good friends that I've had my whole life, because I have a few. And one in particular had called me about something, and I normally probably would have called her back a few days later. But you know what? I called her right away, and I talked to her, and I enjoyed every moment of the call. Just hold your best friends close. The time is now. Don't let things get in the way. Ola, I love you. I hope you're hearing this. Mwah. Rest in peace, Ali Rafiq. Rest in peace.